Hey guys, welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to take a look at something different from Star Wars, Marvel, or DC. We're going to have a look at one of the best, mythical stories, so to speak, or whatever you want to call it, there is. Talk about none other than Lord of the Rings. More specifically, the story's most famous archer, Legolas, which was played by Orlando Bloom in the movies. This particular figure is from the Two Towers, if I'm not mistaken, and even more interesting is this dude was made by Toy Biz. These kind of figures, Lord of the Rings figures, were made by Toy Biz, if I'm not mistaken. Now, on the back of his boot or whatever, and the back of his foot. I don't know if you can read this, but it says 2002 Marvel Entertainment Incorporated. So yeah, Marvel's everywhere. Nevertheless, if this guy was made by Toy Biz, it's a really great figure. Very screen accurate, very well articulated, tons of accessories, packed with tons of accessories, and it's a really good deal. The paint scheme is awesome. The detailing in the cape, the kind of a movement effect it adds to it, the hair, it's just awesome. The hair and the cape are both soft, so that you can kind of move them around. It's really good. The armor pieces are awesome. The sword with the sheath is freaking great. I mean, now there is a downside to it, but this is totally my fault. This is, and it's kind of funny looking, but this is not Legolas's original bow. This is, the reason why I replaced it is this broke on me back when I got this. Actually, my dad gave me a complete set with various figures from the Lord of the Rings. I think I have them all still, but well, I picked Legolas for my first Lord of the Rings review. And now, since Legolas is an archer, he can't show up without a bow. So I had this bow lying around here, and I decided to give it to him. And actually, it looks it kind of looks better because it has a hole for the arrow, which fits nicely. And he's in that kind of arrow shooting pose. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's great. Now that I've mentioned this, let's go through the accessories. He comes with a long sword, or well, just a basic sword, which is this one right here. Reminds me of the Roman and Greek swords used back in the day. The sword comes with a sheath, which is nicely can be nicely fitted inside. On the back we have his quiver with 1, 2, 4 arrows. I'm sure he came with a lot more arrows, but the battle has been hard on him, so he's down to his last 5 arrows. And he comes with 2 daggers, which are really great looking. I mean, the sculpt and everything, it's just phenomenal. And of course, whoops, you have to insert them in a certain way, otherwise they won't fit. The daggers fit in either of his hands quite nicely. So I'll demonstrate now. See? They fit quite nicely. But I prefer him shooting the bow and arrow rather than using the daggers. Let's keep the daggers as an emergency for later, when there are no more arrows left to shoot. This hand, the left hand, I really like because it has the kind of, like I said, the arrow shooting pose. It looks like, if from a certain angle, if you pose him right, he looks like he's actually firing his bow and arrow. Kind of like that. Well, sort of. You get the idea. Now on to, what can I talk about later on? The articulation. He's got a very good articulation. He's got a swivel neck, a bony shoulders and elbows, swivel wrists, swivel forearms, if I'm not mistaken, swivel waist, Not sure about hips. Boinch hips. Hinged knees, swivel boots, if you will, and boinched ankles. I even think. Well, he doesn't have the ankle rocker, but it's pretty good articulation. The cape might be removable, although I don't advise that. You should let him keep the cape. But yeah, well, that's basically about it. It's a really good figure. I don't know how expensive or cheap it is nowadays, but back in the day, I think it was decently priced. So if you can still find it, buy it. You won't regret it. Even if you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, if you like the elves and all that stuff, and the knights and everything, this is a must-have. Like I said, even if you're not a fan of Lord of the Rings. I forgot to mention the cape. It looks really good. The green I love the green trunks on him in the well, not the hood, but the tunic looks awesome. The like I said, the cape in here. It can be removed, but I'm not gonna bother doing that because I like Legolas with the cape. So yeah, for my next review, I'm going to review another archer, which appears in the Two Towers film, but I don't know his name. I'm gonna Google it and then review it later this or next week. So thanks for watching, guys. That's been it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care, and may the force be with us all. Later.